Good afternoon, DJ. It is Monday, February 2nd. The time is currently 1:25 p.m. PM session. Let's go. Excuse me for my tardiness, DJ. I had to do the things that humans do, last minute and try to do as fast as I could. Hey, can't avoid it. Go do it when you go do it. Anyway, just arrived at my desk, DJ, at 1:25. As always, my weekly target is 5%. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. Excited to see what price action has in store for us. Going into the PM section, excited to continue to grow around get 1% better. Risk disclaimer, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. News, no news of note to mention going into the PM session, all right, but we've had news today. All right, making an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today is 0.5 of account size. And we have a max of 1.5. Weekly program going to this week is a sell program. Okay, but let's go ahead and review price action overnight. Since we've been away to see if anything's happened, dollar still retracing around to the premium arrays, digging deeper. We've reached consequent encroachment of this inefficiency here. All right, still want to see how price behaves in here. Will tell me where it could potentially want to be heading to next. We leave that one alone for today, for now, until it gets some kind of sustainable price movement that we can actually pay attention to. M&Q, Dow, and ES, all right, all dropped, hit sell side, seeing a retracement back into premium. As far as my current understanding of price action goes, all right, until we take previous daily high, or right now, I'm gonna elect to still maintain my sell program, but I'm basing it off the sessions as I trade the sessions because we've hit my weekly draw on liquidity and I'm trying to still wait for price to tell me where it wants to potentially head to next. Our trade and that we were in on the morning session came to take us out after -1. Okay, after allowing us to reduce risk. Let's see what took us out. 180 after we took out 170. Oh, about break-even trade there. We'll take that. Lovely jubbly. End up being a break-even trade. Solid stuff. And then the buy we were watching that we were actually here for, this buy, all right, the continuation trade to take external liquidity here has given us -5, but I was watching it for a little bit. I saw it for a little bit, like -3. Stop will go 2.5, which is 837. What's the low of this? 836. Yeah, would have took your ass out. So -3. If I don't need to move it, I won't, right? I'm already at break even. Let's go a little bit better than break even and leave the trade alone. Yeah, let's keep collecting the data on that. But if I stuck with my current management style, right, at -3, I go to 0.5, it would have come and smashed me out and I wouldn't have been able to, partake in, okay, maybe for pro trend trades. I just leave it at negative. I'll go to a little bit better than break even and leave it alone. But yeah, more data needs to be collected on that. But this was the continuation trade that we would have been here waiting for the morning. This was been our trade of the morning there. Anyway, PM session on the way. Let's go ahead and get our dealing range. So it would be this to the. So just our dealing range going into PM session here. And let's get our internal lick. Oh, and we took that AM session buy side from Friday. That's nested inside of the consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. We'll go over lunch in a bit. In 1 second. Let me just get this going, DJ. It's the high 3675, 3650. We have lunch low here. Because already aligned them. Yeah. Don't be touching that. All right, so going into lunch. Going into lunch. We have a low here. Internal liquidity. External up here. And we're looking for buys. And the sell down. This buy coming up. That's this. And there's also this one, boom, this tiny one here. To external liquidity. And that was lunch session. Solid. Clean setups. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. We like that. We like that. Solid PM lunch session there. Anyway, let's get on with our PM session. Get the party going. We are in a premium of the dealing range. Still in a buy program according to a session. All right. Big Agger. Another lunch session set up there. When it took you out, it literally just gave you another opportunity to get back in. Oh, cute, 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 cute. I'd be interested here. Stop right here. Let's watch it. $50 contracts. Whoa. No, no, no. Smash, 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 smash. Fair. Right now, I'm managing it as a counter trend trade because it's going against the session trade. Then we have four. And 14, 16, 17, 18. And 14, 16. Let's see if it even gives us that, right? I'm always looking like now. Should be 3875 and one. Yep, yep, yep. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's up, man?
Yo, how's your
How
flight?
are you? Oh,
Good.
we took off an hour and a half later than expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How are
At
you?
least, at least you made it, though. At least you made it.
Yeah, it's cold here though, like maybe 20 degrees.
Oh, hell no.
What you looking at?
Um, just start the PM session really and truly. I'm taking a counter trend trade right now.
Okay.
It's going against my session bias, so I'm trying to catch a retracement, like back down into a discount to buy again.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're seeing, we're seeing. Have
Sounds
you had
good.
the
How was the
chance?
morning session?
It was good. It was good. I focused on more on the retracement side instead of waiting for my continuation trade. So I mean, anyway, I got to tape read it, like watch it. I didn't get into it because I was in another trade, but
Okay.
I saw what I needed to see in the morning. Have you had the chance to look at the markets?
I did right before we were about to leave. I saw one trade that I liked, but I like you know how like, we were talking and I have the give me a second. I have the I have your this,
Yeah,
so like I'm really using it and I'm really like trying to apply it, and
yeah,
like I'm realizing, sometimes I get into trades and it's just like, all right, I see the entry. I'm basing it off of just market structure, what direction I feel like the market's gonna go towards, and then like
yeah.
just knowing where I would get into the trade, but not
Right,
really having like a full understanding of like the other things, like what I'm looking for that will tell me, oh, this is a trade that I should get into, So
right, 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 right.
like today, I mean, I saw, let me see, I was on the 1 hour right before we went off onto the plane, and I saw that there was like a order block on
Yeah,
NAS on the 1 hour.
yeah,
And I didn't really have a reason to like buy. Like if anything, probably continue the the trend that it was going down. I
yeah,
didn't really think it was gonna break to the upside. I didn't take the trend. I mean, I didn't take the trade, but I also saw on the lower time frame. So I was on, what is this on? This was on the 15-minute. I saw like price
We're about
broke
to take a
above.
we're about to take a fat L over here. But yeah, go on.
Oh shit. Um, I I saw that price broke at 9. It broke. There was a 7:30 order block on the 15-minute. It broke that order block at 8:45, retested it at 9 o'clock, and retested it again at 9:15 before ultimately finally pushing up at
Right,
9:30. But again, like I have nothing else to really tell me why I should get into a trade like that.
right.
I just see it. That's it.
There's an order block. I'm interested, but I don't really. There we go. There's a loss there. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so that's it. That's basically where I'm at with that.
So you didn't see anything that you would have engaged in.
Me personally, I didn't see, it was a nice area. I mean, last night, so yesterday when I was marking up, I was still like at your house. I saw a 4 hour order block that there was a 4 hour order block that I was like interested in. Price actually ended up coming back down to it. Um, at what time was this? This was 22 hours, so what, like 10 p.m.?
10?
Yeah, like
Do you usually trade at that time?
no, I don't trade, but I was just like marking up.
Marking up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was marking up my chart. Um, and I saw this area that I was just like, this is an interesting area. And then I see like now that price ended up actually coming back into that order block and then ultimately pushing higher.
Oh, on the 4 hour you said?
Yeah.
Uh, is this from last week sometime or the
This
week
is
before?
from yeah, the order block that I
21st?
was looking at was January 21st at
Yeah.
10.
Oh, okay. I see that.
Yeah, I see that order block right there. And then like even the price before it, I see that there's like some consolidation technically in that area. So like regardless, that area kind of spoke to me. It's just the amount of I'm not trading on the 4 hour because if I was gonna get into a trade there, it's 135 points that I'd be
What's up?
risking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's only one contract that I'm willing to put in. And like I
Yeah.
usually trade 2 to 3 contracts. So I was looking to get
I
in on a
I feel you
smaller
on
time
that.
frame, but didn't happen.
I feel you on that. So with regards to what we spoke about yesterday, like when you identify the dealing range. So if you looked at previous day's range and you saw the low got taken,
Yeah,
that
they
means
did.
yeah. So you'd be looking for a sell until we take buy side, which we're so close to taking the previous day's high. So until we take that previous day's high, your bias in that session is you're looking for sales. You're looking for a
That's
reason
it.
to sell. So if you could go
Oh,
back in the day and see if there was, I don't think I didn't see it. There was a few sales on the lower time frame, but on your time frame, I don't think there would have been any sales for you to that you would have saw that you would have engaged in. So this probably would have been a morning where you probably wouldn't have done nothing, if that makes sense.
hmm. Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah. And there's
For
there's nothing wrong with not doing anything in the market, right? You didn't see your setup, you didn't see your setup.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That adding that to the arsenal is definitely something I'm gonna have to start to look into. What at what area of price did you have your previous day low?
So I basically just used the daily candle and
Mm-hmm.
I put a fib from the high to the highest high, from the low to the highest high on the daily candle. That will
Okay.
pretty much give me my previous day's range. So right now
Okay.
is the it's 26 MNQ, right? You're looking at
Yeah.
it's 26 019 is the high and the low is 25 568.75.
Hmm.
We're close to
I
that
have
now.
I have my previous day high. This is yeah. I have my previous day high at 26,040 and my previous day low at 25,545.
26,040.
Yeah, I have my previous day high at 26,040 and then my previous day low at 25,543.
At 25.
I'm also looking at the chart on New York session. I know like that also takes into account. So
So do you base it on I'll be interested in a trade here. Bear with me 1 second. Get me in that. I'm gonna explain it to you in a second.
all right, cool.
What's that? 19 contract. We'll do 7, 50%. So right now I'm counter trend trading.
Hmm.
I'm trying to catch the retracement because we broke above my dealing range high. Okay, so I'm in the session, I'm in a buy program, but I'm trying to catch the retracement for my continuation. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. My main focus here is that I want to be a buyer, so I'm trying to sell it down to then buy.
Okay.
But I usually get stuck in a sell that I can't enter the buy because you can only take one trade at a time. So that's why like when I go like live, I'm gonna have two accounts for like a pro trend trade and a counter trend trade. So if I see I'm waiting for my pro trend trade, but if I see a counter trend trade, I still want to get in. I don't want to miss
Okay.
out. I don't want to miss out on the market. I'm waiting for one thing.
Yeah.
Hold on. Set my partials. So you do like a 1 to 2, right? I use the fibs and like
Mm,
I have a percentage I'm willing to risk, which is 0.5 of the account size. So
okay.
whatever my entry is and where my stop is, whatever how many contracts that risk lets me get in, that's how much I'm getting in, if that makes sense. And then I'm
Okay.
cautioning with the fibs as it gives me the opportunity. Looking like we're about to take another L here.
So how many contracts do you have in, technically speaking?
Right now it's 19 contracts.
Okay.
And it is risking zero point 0.5 of the account size, which is 100K simulated account, 100K. So it'll be 500
Okay. Per contract or just all together?
altogether, 500 bucks.
Altogether. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it takes me out, I'm losing 500 bucks. Yeah,
That makes sense.
and I have a target of the week for 5%. So if I hit 5% on one account, that account is done. I'm on to the next account. Like,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you usually don't trade the PM session, right?
No, not really. I mean, I looked at it before. Like I've definitely, I have traded it in the past, but I don't necessarily look at it too often because I mean, for me, the the guy that I've like the people I've learned how to trade from have
Yeah.
always usually been trading around like they'll get on at 9 and they'll take a trade from like 9:30 to about 11. And by that point, like we should have already either capitalized off on the volume or we took a L and we're just gonna,
You're done
take
for the
our
day.
yeah, that's it. And then I won't really look at the markets until either later that night to see like how the rest of the day played out or the following day. It all depends on like what's going on with my day and stuff. So kid.
Right.
Um so yeah, but I mean, I'm not opposed to it. The only thing right now too is like I was talking to Savannah and she was just like, maybe you should get like a midday job before you go to soccer if we want to make a move to like Florida and
Right, right,
stuff.
right,
And
right,
I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong.
right. My midday job can be in the markets too.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's just showing the proof and having it come out.
Yeah, for sure. Because you don't want to take that leap until you have proof that hey, I can do it. I've been doing it for a while. This is the result. So, nah, I feel you.
That that and I mean just kind of also trying to capitalize with like soccer and stuff, like building a system, like you know how we were talking about everything has to have a program and like a system,
Yep, a process.
how
Yep.
I'm gonna approach things. So like even right now, like tonight I have a session. I have three sessions, 5, 6, and 7. And my 5 p.m. session and my 7 p.m. session will be the same because they're the same age. My 6 o'clock session is gonna be a little bit different because they're younger. So
Right.
that's where they're gonna be more focusing on like I'm just gonna hound them with foot skills, picking their head up, first touch, like those things, being creative. As opposed to like the 5 and the 7 I'm gonna really focus on like their their speed of play, like
Right.
and their problem solving skills and putting them under high pressure as well because they be under high pressure and they don't know what to do and I'm just like,
Yeah. They're fumbling.
you
Yeah.
know,
So you
so
gotta put
it's
together for like your different ages. Like at this age, this is what you need to be focusing on. Yeah.
yeah. And like
Okay.
today, like what they need to focus on as well. So well, I gotta go through that later.
So it's just you can just do like three things like for them to focus on and then just
Hmm.
work on those three things in that session.
Yeah,
Keeps it
probably.
simple, you know?
Yeah, like it's only an hour. It's because we're indoors, so we don't have enough like time and space. Because it's,
Yeah.
I mean, to rent here a venue inside is way too much money. So they don't. They only give us an hour. Usually it's like an hour and a half outside. God bless you. So it is what it is.
Yep. You gotta make it work though, and you will. So
Yes, sir. You in the trade now too, or
yeah, I am. It came close to my stop actually, like right here.
yeah?
Like a tick, bro. Or two ticks, like
Mm.
well no, it came to it. Just didn't go through it.
I don't even know how. The guy that I've learned how to trade from,
Yeah.
he uses fibs. I don't know how to use a fib.
Oh, you don't, yeah. You don't know how to use a fib? You better get used to that fib, boy. That fib is like my best friend.
I have it on my in my favorites on my trading in my trading view thing. I mean right now I'm trading off of this funded account, but I have like I'm only up less than 0.5% on it.
Is it a challenge or you passed the
Yeah, it's
challenge?
just a challenge.
Oh, okay.
I have not passed a challenge yet. A
Okay,
combine.
you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, yeah, we will.
You will get there. You will get there. So have you thought about like the 1 minute, 15 seconds or anything, or you're good with the 1 hour, 15 minutes?
I mean, I have thought about the lower time frame, but I feel like the lower time frame be giving me anxiety.
It's the same price action. I'm telling you, it's the same.
Because like on the right now, even on the 5 minute, like I see setups that I would think about taking,
Yeah,
like, and they're hitting my t higher time frame like markups just as well, if not even better than like they do on the t higher time frame.
right.
So like I would like my entry signal is usually just like order blocks. So if it's bouncing off of that order block, like I'm getting in.
So as soon as it touches the order block, then you're entering or you're waiting for it to touch it and move.
I'm waiting for it to reject it a few times. Like
Okay.
if it just touches it, I'm not like first glance, no, I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna see how it reacts at that order block. Like if it touches it and it immediately bounces like it retraces, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, considering it. And then if it comes back again and continues to kind of like fluctuate and look like it wants to keep pushing higher, and like I see that, and that's why I like trading when there's a lot of volume. Because like when there's volume, I know like price is really gonna just decide what it's gonna do.
Right.
Um, I want to say maybe like three bounces off of my order block, and then I'll take it. And if I see that it's gonna break my order block, that's when that order block turns into a breaker, and then try to see if like, okay, if we're gonna push through it, then can we retrace back to it to continue the push that it initially did?
So what happens when like it touches the order block just a one time, like there's a low volume and it just never comes back. You just those trades you don't get in, right?
I'll just sit on my hands.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
I, s-
Let it
I had to
go.
because then at that point, what I've had happen to me is if it touches my order block and then it goes my way, like I'll just get in at any price. And
Right,
I'm
right,
not
right.
trying to get in at any price because I have a set, like risk to reward. So like I'm the most I'm allowing myself to risk is 50 points. So if where I
Right.
got in and then my stop loss isn't necessarily where I would want it to be at, then like it doesn't make sense for me to get in. So
That's fair. That's fair.
that
Risk always comes first, so I
that's
like
where I was having most of
yeah.
that trouble with, like I would get into trades, just I'd be like, just fuck it, like let me just get in, let me just get
I just
in.
want to see fuck around and find out.
I just want to see, like I just want to and then I would get into a trade and like if I was just a little bit more patient,
Yep.
like price may have came back down to my order block and it would have like where my initial stop loss is, if I like let's say all right, like let's say for example, if I get in a 25,920 when my initial entry would be 25,900, right? That's a 20-point difference. So now instead of my stop loss being at 25,850, my stop loss is going to be at 25,870
Right.
because and that 20-point difference. And sometimes that 20-point difference is all you need to get stopped
Yep.
out and then price to
Yep.
go your way.
Yep. Yep.
So I,
Yep.
just sitting on my hands is like, all right, like today, like that. I mean, I didn't really have a trade for myself, but the guy that I would like trade with, he had a trade. Price didn't come back to where I wanted price I would enter at. And
Yeah.
because of that, it was literally 5 points, I think. I think that's all it was. 5 points from my entry. And I was just like, I'll tell you right now, actually. And it came back twice to potentially
She
give
gave you
me
two
it,
tosses.
but I didn't want to get in. It was 3 points. Three
3
points
points.
for my entry, and then it completely skyrocketed to the upside. Like it said buy.
You don't want to
Out.
get in here? Bye. I'm going
I
without
didn't.
you.
Yeah, that's literally what it said. And I'm just like, you know what? I could have gotten a win, okay, but if I got in at at a different time and anything else were to happen, like the market don't give a fuck about me. It's gonna
Yeah,
do
no,
what it
it does
wants.
not. It does
So
not.
I just gotta follow like what I'm trying to be disciplined on in my
Uh,
system, I guess you say. Like
100%, 100%.
it's the challenging part about this shit.
Yeah, that is the most challenging part about this. That discipline and that patience and just waiting for what you're looking for in the market. Because you see a move, you're like, oh, fuck, I want to be in that move. But you're
Yeah.
not in there. And it's okay. There's always a next stop. The bus is always coming. Every 30, 15 minutes, there's a next bus. So,
Yeah. So I mean, there's always if I got in and I just took like, because then at that point, like let's say the market decided to go against whatever the trade idea was. Like let's say they decided to sell afterwards. If I gotten in, maybe let's say my entry for this morning was 5 25 520. And if I had gotten in, let's just say 25 540, my stop loss today was it was about 50 points. Yeah, it's 50 points. So if it came the other way, like I've had it in the past where like I'll keep my stop loss where it is. So now instead of a 50-point stop, we're
yeah.
at a 70-point stop, which is insanity. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is what it is.
So, so, so in every trade, then, are you managing it the same
I
or
try to,
trying?
yeah.
Right.
I try to find like let me see if I where I have it. I think I have it somewhere. Let me see, let me see, let me see. It's not in training, trading. Who is texting me?
Mhm.
Okay, here it is. So on Top Step, I this is all based off of Top Step because that's what I'm using.
Yeah,
One contract for NM for N M and Q is 2 points, $2 per point. Yes, right?
yeah, yeah,
All right. So one contract equals $2 per point. So if 50 points is $100. So I'll be risking sometimes 2 to 3 contracts unless like I know that it's like or I have a strong feeling that it's an A+ setup, then I'll risk
yeah,
5 contracts. Um, but if I'm doing 3 contracts, then either I could do 25 point stop loss, understanding that I'll lose $50. I could do it 43 point stop loss to make eight to lose 86 or 50 point to lose 100 per contract. That's how the math goes in my mind. So usually
right,
like
right,
if I'm putting 3 contracts, like I'm risking 300 to make 600 if and I'm trying to catch 100 points. So
right,
depending on the setup also, like if it's a setup where I'm risking 50 points, then yeah, I'm aiming for that 100 points to make, my 1 to 2.
right. So in that 1 to 2, do you not partial your straight haze 1 to 2 or bust?
Yeah, 1 to 2 or bust. I mean that part, like if I was taking 5 contracts, I would probably take my partials at my first take profit. Like I'd take maybe like 1 or 2 contracts out and leave
Mm-hmm.
3 contracts just running to see if it hits my stop if it hits my take profit. I'd move my stop loss to break even at that point. Also depending on how the market's like moving, like if I see that it keeps coming back down towards my entry and like messing around, like I'll just sit on it and take my L to the chin. Like if I got into the trade knowing what the risk is, and
Right.
if it hits my stop loss, it hits my stop loss. If it hits my take profit, it hits my take profit. But if I've been in the trade, let's say maybe 30 minutes, and it's ranging between my TP1 and my TP2, then I'll move my stop loss to break even at that point. So just like, all right, it's been doing this, it doesn't want to make up its mind. If it hits my break even, is what it is. Like I'm not gonna sit here the whole day because I'm just gonna drive
Lose
myself
your
crazy.
mind. Yeah. That's when
Yeah.
you go on tilt and that.
Yeah.
You do dumb shit in this market.
Yep. Yep.
But for you, what I would say, like, just come up with a procedure and protocol for like your trades. Like, you're gonna be managing them regardless of what the market is saying, because the market's always gonna be doing what it wants to do. So you have to focus on what you're doing. So I would say just like trade management wise, figure out what you want to do with your trades, whether pro trend trades are going to manage them the same or counter trend trades are going to manage them differently because they're all different, right? So pro trend trades are going with the trend, so you'll be more loose. Like I'm not gonna move my stop too early because I'm with the trend, right? You're gonna let it run, let it do its thing. But counter trend trade, you'll be more strict and more tight with it because hey, you're going against the general trend of the market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense, a little bit of sense.
No, that does make sense. This is all stuff I gotta be writing down now.
Yeah, yeah, you do 100%. You see, I have like a bunch of notebooks and notepad, literally, especially around my desk when shit comes into your head, shit that you need to like write down, just write it down. You need to have like a process, a system written down, so you're seeing it every day, you know?
Yeah, going through it like time and time again.
Exactly, exactly. Like when I add like new procedures and protocols, like last week, I added a new procedure, like, and obviously it was fresh, it was new. I didn't remember it in my session because I hadn't been going over it and it messed me up on that session. So I've
Yeah.
learned, try to, hey, if you change something or you add something, make sure you go over it so you know what you're looking for in the market because you can get really like distracted in here, you know?
Yeah, no, it's very easy. That's one of those things that happens to me. Like I could be looking at order blocks and then I see supply and demand or I see support and resistance and I'm just like, wait, what am I trading?
What's really going on? What's
Yeah,
my
so
word again? What am I looking for?
yeah, that's where we at right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This trade is just doing its own thing, man. But it is what it is. Do what you gotta do.
Looking for seller right now?
Well, I'm in a sell, but I'm
Okay.
looking for buys. Like buys is what I'm really looking for, but I'm not seeing anything that I would get in for a buy right now.
So what would
right,
What
well, right
would
now,
be?
this 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 right here, I'd be interested in a buy here. If it comes back to this low high here,
Mhm.
I'd be interested in a buy because we traded to and through internal liquidity, which is a 15-minute low here. Oh, well, would it be this high? Because this high doesn't not, it wouldn't be that high. It would be this high. They're still the same high. Because this high traded back below this internal liquidity, this low right here, displaced higher and caused the market structure shift. So I would be interested in a buy here if I wasn't already in this sell.
So that uh, I'm gonna sound like real like dumb. Well, how
Nah,
do
go
you
ahead. No
know?
question is dumb. No question is dumb.
How do you know like what internal liquidity looks like?
Right. So for me, so my dealing ranges, high and low, that marks my external liquidity. So for you, for using the previous day's range, previous day's high and previous day's low will be your external liquidity. Anything in
Okay.
between that will be your internal liquidity. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now, my dealing range, the high is here and the low is all the way down here.
On this side. Okay.
Yeah. My high is here and the low is here. So anything in between that is internal liquidity. So we would have been tagged in this trade here, would be in there. Let's see what partials and that's looking like.
No footy today?
Yeah, I have I like kickoffs at 7.
Oh, not
Um,
bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. During a high school regional, state and regional finals.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
that's
on
gonna
the
be good.
line. Yeah, I'm on the line though. I'm excited.
Oh, I wish I could have stayed to watch.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Uh, 38 contracts. Volume is low right now. I ain't never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Whenever I know I can get in with allow me get in with a lot of contracts, I know like volume is not that high. Because usually it will be like 6, 5, 7 contracts. But when I go higher than 20, yeah.
Not a lot of volume. What's that on? What was that website that you use for news besides Forex Factor?
Econoday. Right, yeah. This is it,
Mm,
right? You got it?
thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this I'm gonna have to add to the ones that are red are more
That's high impact, yeah.
okay. What's green?
Green is medium impact. Okay, so I would have been taking out this buy here. Fair loss.
But now you technically in profit
In my cell, yeah. In
in
my cell
yourself.
down, yeah. In my cell, yeah. Which hasn't really done anything. It hasn't hit any partials for me yet, but I'm still in there.
Yeah. So where you have the buy limit at 25,927, it's gonna take out two contracts.
Yeah, it's gonna take out 2 contracts, yeah.
Okay, and then when it hits your TP2 at
And then,
921, it takes out eight.
yep, it takes out 8, and that's when I adjust my stop loss at -1. And then at -2, I'll once again adjust my stop loss.
Okay.
It goes to break even at -2, or close to break even, my entry point at 0 here. I
Yeah.
follow the fib basically.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I'm starting to getting it. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So the fib is really like my management, like how I manage my trade. It just streamlines the process and I'm not thinking about it really and truly.
Yeah. It just happened.
Yeah. Usually I don't take anything off here, but if, like I said, this is enough contracts, right? My first partial was supposed to be 10. if it allows me enough to take something off at point 0.5, I'm gonna do it. I can take at least two off at -5 and still have enough for my first partial, I'll take something off. But by
Mm,
-1, if it's a counter trend trade, as this is, 50% of the trade is coming off.
okay.
Yeah. For me right now, for my back testing and my data collecting, this is what has really like allowed the trade room to breathe and not like, and price still hits my target, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually I used to move to break even too quick and the price would come and take me out and then still carry on the direction. So based on like my data collecting, this is what this management style is proving itself like, hey, I'm gonna give the trade room to run and capitalize on the move, but if it is what it is. If it comes and takes you out, it comes and takes you out.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. I do
Yeah,
see it now.
yeah. Like I said, this part of trading, I don't want no parts of it. The management, like I don't want to be the one controlling where I'm getting out, and because I can easily just, oh, I want a little bit more and just drag it lower, you know? You get what I'm saying? So I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah, that's one of those things that I feel like the person that I'm kind of learning from right now, like he'll be in a trade and like sometimes like today it it was going bullish and it hit his TP too, but he had to manually get out because I think he's using a new prop firm. I think it's
Yeah,
My Funded Futures.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
So he was trying to pass he bought 5 challenges, so he was trying to pass them live on Telegram.
So so right now I hit -1. I would be adjusting my stop to 0.75, which is for 150 right there. Carry on.
So now how much are you risking, technically speaking?
So 50% of the trade is off,
Yeah,
and I've reduced risk a little bit of the trade. So math wise, I couldn't tell you really and truly. I swear to God.
like percentage. All
Yeah, I
right.
couldn't tell you percentage wise, but if my initial risk is zero point 0.5,
Yeah.
and I don't know how much, where was initially at? Oh, it was over here. Was this the stop? Yeah, that was the stop. 7,550. Was that the stop though? Yeah, I believe that was the stop. Oh no, was it up here? Yeah, I think it was up here. 60 something ticks, right?
Yeah. I think it was like 50. Yeah.
Yeah, or something. It was right here because -1 is right here. Okay, so it was up here. It was like 50
53,
something. Yeah. 53 ticks, and I'm now down to,
38.
yeah,
Or
37. And I've taken something off the trade. So either way, if it comes and takes me out, it will be for a small loss or just about breaking even.
okay.
Yeah. Wait, whoa. Oh, this was the L I took. I was gonna say, where the hell is this from? So usually this is how much I'm risking per trade.
Okay.
About $500.
Yeah. So we're at like it's relatively the same idea then.
Yeah. Risk wise, yeah.
Okay.
So his trade, what did he do? He had to manually come out of it.
So he had to manually come out of it. Oh, so this is what happened. He got into the trade. It was pushing. It hit his TP2, and he was about to click to get out. But then it retraced $40. He was just like, no. Like that's crazy. Like I would have lost. He would have lost like, or he would have missed out on. I'm sorry. He would have missed out on 5 accounts, $200 basically.
Right.
And he was just like, nah, like I'm gonna wait, like it's gonna come back. And then it ended up going even lower. It ended up going right back to TP1, which
Right.
now you're down not only $40 on 5 accounts, you're down probably like $200 on 5 accounts.
Right. When you could have just took. Yeah.
So I was like, okay. Well, I mean, like I'm just watching at that point. Like we were right about to leave on the plane. So I was just and like he's done that multiple times, you know, he's just like, oh, like price is gonna come back, blah blah. And like, you know, like I get it. I completely get it. But that's why like I have my TP already set, like the same way you have yours. You know,
Yeah.
like have it manually take me out because like you said, like I don't want to sit there and be like, holding and waiting, unless like I
Yeah.
see that the potential for the trade to really, because I don't think he expected the trade to take off the way it did. So I think he was at that point just trying to capitalize as much as possible.
Right.
Um, which in the past, like he's done that. So he just does like a trailing stop. Like he'll manually sit there and just keep moving his stop loss to like maybe 10 points from where price is at while it continues to push. And then
Yeah.
once it retraces and it's already past his TP2, like he'll take it. So sometimes he'll catch like a 1 to 4 on days like that. Um, which like I said, I think that that's it to each his own. But like how you said, like you don't want to sit there and have to be in control of that because like when you want
Yep.
more and then, you know,
Yep. Fair
for
and greed.
me, that's why I say like that 1 to 2 is all I'm really looking for, unless I truly see like a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 4. But even if I do a 1 to 3, if I'm looking for a 1 to 3, as soon as my TP2 gets hit, stop loss is at TP1.
Right.
So at least I'm getting something and I'm not walking away with either
Nothing.
less
Right,
or
right, right.
nothing,
Right, right,
you know,
right.
because then
So,
FOMO kicks in.
yep, yep, yep. Greed, fear, all of that start kicking in like shit. So we just hit -2 for me. So
Okay.
I partialed again, and stop is now at close to my entries at zero. At this
Yeah.
point, depending on where price fills me in, sometimes it's right at break even, sometimes a little bit better than break even, sometimes it's just like 2 or 3 ticks above my entry. But right now it's actually right on the dot, 0 ticks. So I've 2 partials and I'm at break even. I'm not losing anything on this trade. I'm really what I'm focused on right now. I'm not even because there's nothing else going on. That's why I'm focused on this trade, but I'm really waiting for my buy.
Hmm.
That's what I'm once I enter a trade, I'm on to the next, I'm on to the next setup. I let the trade management handle the rest.
Yeah.
So for me to enter a buy right now in this market, that's not even the high. This is the high that will need to go for me to be interested because this high traded back below internal liquidity here.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for a market structure shift. That's my execution. Remember, there's 3 steps, right? First,
Yeah.
you identify your dealing range, the field of play, and then you wait for one side to be taken and then execution. Your execution will obviously be different to my execution because you like order blocks, and I want you to
Mm.
stick with that because that's what you see, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just about the first 2 steps.
Yeah. Identifying.
The dealing range, yep. Field of play, like, where am I playing like? Where's my focus on today? It doesn't just have to be that, but once we break out of it, then you expand it to more. But while you're in the market, this is what I'm focused on. Just makes it streamlines it and it makes it easier. I mean, in my case, that's what I found anyway.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So we didn't take previous days high yet. So for me, I'm still okay. So will be what is different because session and days, previous days is completely different, right? For me,
Hmm.
my when I got to my desk at 9:15 here, my
Hmm.
dealing range was here. This low, I don't know, I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame. This low to this high. Was that 9:15? No, 9:15 was actually the high. So we broke above it here. For me, for the session, I was in a buy
Hmm.
program. But when you look at the daily, we took the low, so you'd be in a sell program if you're looking at the daily. So depending on what kind of trader that you want to be, would depend on what dealing range you want to look at. For me, I'm more like lower time frames and just trying to capture small movements in the market, eventually into the big moves. So I like starting in the day where I'm at in the day. But obviously, for you, we trade the 15-minute and the 1 hour time frame. So you'd be looking at the day, the daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, like what I'm looking at on my setup, we already took the daily below, and this is where it gets tricky for me because
Yeah.
there was that that 4 hour order block. And even on the daily overall, I still see bullish. Like I still see like bullish momentum building
Mm-hmm.
up. Where on the daily, today ended up rejecting off of a daily order block that I saw and going into the 4 hour, it ended up rejecting that same area, but it closed like the well candle that did close in there first just closed inside it. It never broke out of it in any direction. Just literally like the whole body is within that order block. And then the next candle at what time is this? 2 a.m. is the one that officially broke out to the upside. So like I guess that's where I'm struggling right now is like how you say that when price breaks the daily range, like you're in a sell program. But
Yeah.
then I'm still like I'm seeing like okay, price is overall trending up and it's kind of giving buys, but once 9 o'clock comes, like it was at that area where like I could see sells, I could see buys. So that's where for me,
Right,
I'm
right,
struggling.
right. Yeah, yeah,
Because like what you're saying about your daily program, like it makes sense though, because if you continue with the trend, like the trend is your friend.
Mm-hmm. Until it's not, right? Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's just how the game goes. You just have to ride the coattails until it says, okay, bye now.
Literally.
All right, so if we take this high, I would be interested in a buy.
But you can't get into one.
Yeah, which I can't get into one because I'm already in a sell,
Okay.
which is why I'm gonna have multiple accounts doing different things.
Yeah. Like, do you want to do so what's your goal? You want to do funded accounts or do you want to fund
So
your own accounts?
I want to do funded until I build my own enough capital, like I pull enough out of them and put and start my own like trading.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use the funded approach to build my own capital from the payouts and then do my own trading because there's just too much rules on the funded accounts that doesn't benefit the trader.
Yeah.
So I rather just by my own rules. If I lose, it's me that's setting the limits on myself, right? Not somebody else saying you have to do this and you can't do that and you can't do this.
Yeah. What platforms are you looking to use?
I mean, I want to say I want to go back to Top Step and grab everything I can from them. That's just because that's who I know and started with. But I'm also gonna give Funded Next a shot as well and see what they're about. So this I would have took a loss here too on this buy,
Hmm.
which is fair. Nothing wrong with that. That's the only thing promised to me. I will take losses.
Funded next.
Yeah, Funded Next futures. But other than that, I'm not really like I'm really coming off that them funded accounts shit, like I'm not really into them. But for now, while they're still available, I'm gonna milk them for whatever
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, if they can give me the capital.
Yeah, I'll take it if they're giving that shit. All right, so -3 just got smashed for me. Now I'm still debating now. I'm collecting data at -3. I'm moved stop to where is it? Where is it? 0.5 here on the fib, which is 26.25.
Okay.
I'm still debating on this because there was a buy set up in the morning that would have hit -3, and if I moved my stop to 0.5, granted, it gave me another opportunity. If he came and took me out at 0.5 here, it gave me another opportunity to buy back again.
Hmm.
But I don't trade lunch really, so I wouldn't have seen this setup right here. And I would have loved for my buy to capitalize on the move as much as I can. So I'm thinking for pro trend trades, I'm just gonna move it my thing to a little bit just above break even or a little bit better and just let it ride
Yeah,
instead of trailing it, you know? Because it's a
that makes
smaller
sense.
time frame price, obviously sometimes we'll come back into the range to grab some more orders and then continue. But at that point, I've already taken three partials. Is it worth it? You know, it's all things that you have to
Take
weigh
into
out.
account.
Yeah. Weigh out. So I just let the data tell me, hey, does it make sense or does it not make sense?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So usually what these 3 p.m. these afternoon trading sessions, you usually do them by yourself or you trade with other people?
I every day I trade by myself.
Really?
Just me and these charts.
Okay.
Yeah, just me and these charts. And DJ, welcome by the way. Welcome to DJ.
I'm,
You're
I'm
alive.
glad to be here.
You're live. You're live
I'm
in the
glad.
flesh. But my
I'll be
goal
here.
here is to obviously get people here that we're all like trading together, like on the same mindset, doing the same thing, not, dumb shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, just having the same desire, right? Like
Yeah.
that's one of those things that I realized too. Like, the guy that I'm in his thing, he has a couple of different traders in there too that like it's a Telegram, so you don't have to be like, on the
Yeah.
call like showing yourself or whatever. But some guys like some people are going completely against him, some people are going with him, some people are trading their own thing,
Right, right,
and
right,
like
right,
you get to just kind of see everybody's thing, but everybody has the same like minded, like, like, and they be talking their shit. They be like, I hope you lose. Like, I don't want to,
right.
So, but again, it's like we all got our own way of trading. It's just we all want the same outcome. Like we all,
Right,
and
right.
timing too, like a buy could set up for me right now at 2:45, and then a sell could set up for you at 3 o'clock. And both of those things could be playing out. We just got to take it at the right time.
Yup, exactly. You nailed it. For real. Nailed it.
So that's what we gotta look forward to.
Hmm. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to cultivate and build. Like, just you don't have to trade the same way that I do, but like I want you to do it right, right? Like the execution part is gonna be different for everybody, but I want the first two steps to be the same so it's consistent.
Yeah.
All right. So I would be given a buy another shot here.
Hmm.
Actually, I wouldn't. Because I took a loss here on the 15 seconds. So
Hmm.
now my next setup I go by intervals, by 15-minute intervals. In this 15-minute interval, I would have took a loss here on the 15 seconds. So it has to be a 1 minute entry, which it is as well, actually. So I can enter this here. On that
Hmm.
touch there, that would have been my entry right there. So I have like procedures in place for like if I take a loss on the 15 seconds, if I'm within that same interval, I have to wait till 1 minute or I have to wait for the next interval, which literally just started just now.
Yeah.
So let's watch this buy here. Well, I'm still in the sell, but the sell's done its job already, so I don't really care for it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's either gonna hit your final TPs or it's gonna hit your
Yeah, right. As I come and take me out here from, better than break even here. So
better than break even or even stop loss.
yeah,
Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
no worries. Pow, pow. DJ, don't worry, I ain't forget you. All right, DJ, I ain't forget you. Lunch low, below price here. Yep, that's the next one. Another one, another one. You just want to go, go, go. Bro, I didn't get this high and low, you know. Welcome back. Oh, I was about to say thank you very much, but I said psych. You thought I was gonna give it to you. Thank you. Move the stop. 20. And now there's just one contract left. So how you feel about like partialing and stuff? Me can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, you now you're good. The sound.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, bet. I think it was because I had you on my AirPods, but my AirPods are dying, so I need to put them to charge. But um, no, it makes sense. I think partials is a good idea. The only reason I don't really, I guess, do partials is because like I'm not trading with a lot of contracts.
Contracts, right. I hear you. Yeah, I hear that.
So only like I haven't really, but this is what I mean. Like I haven't necessarily refined a strategy or a system, technically speaking. Like I kind of have like a general idea of
Right.
stuff, but now like I really do think, well, no, not I do think. I know that having that program and that system is going to be key if I want to be successful long term.
100%. Especially in this industry where it's like, 90% mental,
Literally, literally.
Yeah.
So what else do you do besides like just obviously footy and training to like help with your mental?
I what's helped me really out a lot is that I listen to my mentor ICT. He does a lot of like Twitter spaces where it's really like just psychological, like he just kind of just gets you like because he understands this journey and how hard it is. So he kind of like just gets you in the right headspace and how you need to be looking at things and thinking about the markets, not just in the market, but in life as you know it, like how you are outside of the market is what you're gonna bring inside the market. So if you're like impulsive, if you're like not if you're disorganized and you just like to do things when you want to do things, that's how you're gonna be in the market. For me, I've always like when I got into this wanted like I'm a routine person. As I've grown older, I've realized that I like routine. I like structure. Not that I won't do stuff, spontaneous stuff, but like on a daily basis, I want to know what I'm doing. Like, hey, this is what I do first, then this, then that. Like, and that's how like I've always wanted my trading to be like step by step routine. So every time I come into the market, I'm looking for the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. It's not something new every day. So like I listen to him, he helps me out, but other than that, it's just focus on the vision and what I'm trying to achieve and just thinking about the people that I'm going to help because it's not just about me, right? It's not just my journey. Yes, my first initial thing is to take care of myself, but after that, it's about the people around me and the world as we know it, right? So just focusing on where I'm going, that's what pretty much keeps me going. Other than that, that's pretty much it, really and truly. That's all I can say. I'm just really like just really focused on the future and like what I want to accomplish. So that's what keeps me going, really and truly.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
It works, it works.
Yeah, yeah, it works for me for sure, 100%.
That's it.
So I would have took a few more L's on the buy. This buy here would have been a loss. The market wants to go, it wants to go. And also, I understand why I'm taking the losses because I'm also in a premium of my dealing range. All right, this is where sales is more likely, all right, because you want to sell at a premium pricing and you want to buy at discount. So really and truly for a decent buy, I would at least want price to come at least to dealing range upper quadrant here and below. But it doesn't have to, right? If price has somewhere to go, it's not gonna retrace all the way down here sometimes. Sometimes it's gonna go from premium. So that's why I try to just catch it, but I know sometimes it's like catching a falling knife. But here, I'd be interested once again in a buy. But obviously, if I have a max of 1.5, if I've taken a loss of 1.5 on that account, it's done for the day. It's no longer in activation, it's done.
Mm.
Yeah. Target wise, I actually haven't set a daily target. I have a weekly target that I'm looking to hit. I probably should start. I should have a daily goal and target that when I hit it, I'm done for the day, on a particular account, go to the next account
Yeah,
for sure. Do you
that I
have,
do have.
yeah, what's your day, what's your daily target?
My daily target is 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah, it's 1,000. If I hit 1,000, that's it. Get me out.
I'm done. That's all I need.
But if I do so if I get into a trade, like let's say, and if I'm risking two, like the most I'll let myself, so I also have a risk target. Um,
Yeah,
the most that my account will let me risk is $500 a day. So usually, like I said, like I try to allow each trade to, I'm not looking to make too much because
yeah,
I know that with more accounts, like I'll be able to compound,
right.
money. So,
Yeah,
um, per trade, I'm risking 250 to 500. Um, if like let's say my first trade is a L and I risked 250, but and I see a setup that I really like and it's, aligned with either whatever I'm looking at, my bias for the day, or like
yeah,
even if the mentor, if he's taking it and like he explains it and it makes sense to me and I
yeah.
see an entry point that I can get into, um and it won't be more than another 250, I'll get into it as well. So like I'll take mostly like the most I'll take is 2 trades a day, basically. I won't let myself trade more than that.
Two
And
trades a day.
I'm sorry?
That's good. I said two trades a day. That's good.
Yeah, because I feel like whenever I take too many trades, I'm just like something stupid is bound to happen for me.
When
But
you
but
get,
again, that's just me. Like I found
yeah,
myself in the past, and that's why I think that in the past, like I've just been so willy-nilly with it that I
yeah,
just get into anything. But now that there's like a little bit more structured, not as structured as I intend to be,
right.
I see that there is, some sort of correlation to like taking less trades for myself. I
Hmm.
find myself being like slightly more successful now. I feel like with a program and a path,
Yeah, right.
things are
It's
gonna
definitely
come.
about finding what works for you, right? Because what may work for me may not necessarily work for you, right? It's like we said,
Yeah.
it's a solo sport. If you found something that you find that's working for you, hey, it's working for you. There's no need to change it.
Yeah. I mean, but that's just the thing. It's like I'm still in that process of learning what's working for me.
Right.
Like I think in terms of discipline and understand like how I'm handling every trade risk wise, I've found what's working for me. In terms of strategy and
Yeah.
what I'm looking for, like that part still I would have to say is like,
A work in progress.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Don't worry. We're gonna get you there. We're
Yeah.
gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there. So the buy actually would have given me -1, and I would have reduced risk here.
Hmm.
So I would have partialed, and my stop would have been reduced, and it would have take smashing me out of that. And I'm done on that sell. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. My goal is to have runners, right? Like now that I'm done, I'm like, oh, I could have still capitalized on the move, but like eventually I'm gonna leave a runner on to just run. If the
Yeah.
market wants to give me more, shit, who am I to say no to that? Thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm good with my partials and wherever it gives me.
That was a clean trade though.
Yeah. I've been getting a lot of those recently, so I know I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah. See, right now, I see an order block on 30 minute that just became a breaker.
Hmm.
So on your time frame, I saw it.
Yeah,
I was watching it on the 1 minute.
yeah.
It kind of rejected that area, but then it came right back into it. And now it looks like it wants to push down, but that's
So
all
for
I
you,
got. There's
for you,
nothing deeper.
for you, for you, PM session, would you have seen anything that you would have been interested in?
Let's see. So PM session, you said starts at like what, 1 o'clock?
Yeah, 1:30.
1:30. So I think for here, I'm intrigued by this. So I see like this order block on the 10 a.m. Friday
On what time frame?
on the 1 hour.
1 hour, 1 hour.
So I see a order block that price broke through, came back, closed inside of the candle that I used as the order block,
Hmm.
and then it broke through it today at 10 a.m. It came back at 11. It retraced back into like I would then turn it into a breaker basically.
Where you'd be looking to buy?
I'd be looking to buy right now actually. Like if this was something that I was interested in or wanted to
Yeah.
get into, I would have looked to buy right now because it broke through, came back, retraced it once, and right now again it's retracing. And if I got into it, let me see. Well, that also goes into account how many points am I willing to risk. So if I got in at what's this? 25,840. My stop loss would be at 25,792, and my TP one would be at 25,892, and my TP2 would be right at the top of this new order block that just got formed, actually.
Or the 1 p.m. candle.
Yeah.
All right, so let's observe it then and see if it pans out.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would look at that and I would consider it, but I don't feel like I have enough confluence to really get in. So
Right,
it interests me, but am I
right,
willing to pull the trigger?
right.
That's where I'm stuck.
Right, right. So now let's take it back to the dealing range, right? For you, the daily. Right now, right? You'd be because we haven't taken previous days high, you will still
Hmm.
be in a sell program. Doesn't mean you can't take buys. If you do take buys, just be aware it would be a counter trend trade for you going
Yeah.
into the day, right? It doesn't mean because that's why I didn't want to be just a one-sided trader. I want to be able to capitalize on the movements in the market. And just because my session is a buy doesn't mean I don't want to sell. Because some days that retracement trade can go all the way down and take external liquidity and flip the whole day, right? So for you, let's look at the lens of, hey, I've come into the market. I see that the previous daily low has been taken. No matter what happens, my main program is I'm looking for to be a seller.
Hmm.
So with that new lens, can you see if there's anything in the market that you would have like partook in as being a seller for
Being
you? Yeah.
all right. The time frames that I usually trade off of.
Also, if there's nothing, there's nothing too, you know.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I really feel like I wouldn't have anything to sell off of. Like, I don't see any entry for me, any
Hmm.
clean place for me to be able to sell from.
For you to be comfortable enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger on this.
Yeah, like there's nothing that says to me, this is a probability. From again, from what I know, like whatever
Right, 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 right,
I've
right.
learned, and even yeah, as of right now, I wouldn't have honestly looked at any cells. The only place I would have looked at for a cell
Yeah.
was that 9 a.m. candle because I had an order block there from yesterday at 7 p.m. The candle
Mm.
that formed at 7 p.m. on the 1 hour
Okay, one
gave me
hour.
an order, like a bearish order block. So at 9 o'clock, let me see. Let me go back to where I was. Yeah, that 9 o'clock first candle, because it was
Yeah.
so small, it has no body really. Um, I would have looked for maybe a sell there, but the area where it's at was the previous day low. So that would have given me more reason to sell.
Hmm.
But in this case, like I also saw that 4 hour order block that it rejected from before,
The 6 a.m. candle, not the 6 a.m.
the
Which
2
one?
a.m.
2 a.m. Okay, all right.
It rejected on the daily order block. So right, like the way that momentum was pushing, like I would have had to sit back. Like I probably wouldn't have traded today, which I didn't.
Yeah.
Because it just wasn't clear to me. Like I could see the sells, I could see the buys. And I mean the best case scenario that I could have done was just not trade at all.
Right. Which is the hardest thing to do, but if that was the best thing for you to do, then that was the best thing for you to do.
Yeah, like nothing really seems clear to me from today's sessions period where I would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna buy or yeah, I'm gonna sell. Like I saw the sells, I saw the buys. And especially at the time frame which I was at, like it was
Yeah.
tricky because it looked like it wanted to buy at that time, but overall, I mean, it looked like it wanted to sell at that time, but overall, like I saw the trend was it wants to go bullish.
Right, right, right.
That's what I
Yeah,
saw.
that's that's fair. I mean, shit, if there's no entry for you, there's no entry for you, right? You don't have to always be in the market, right? That's also another pitfall too. Like, just because I'm in front of the chart doesn't mean I have to, the market has to give me a trade, right? It doesn't have to give me anything to go by. And that's the hardest thing to do, not see your setup and just do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's one of those things that like right now is it like you said, it's been the hardest, but I feel like I'm working on it slowly where like I'll sit there and I won't trade for maybe like there was one week where I didn't trade at all because like the market was giving setups, they just weren't the setups that I guess I was comfortable with taking. So I just
Right.
sat on my hands. And I think for 4 days straight, if I had taken the trade I initially saw, I would have been in the green.
Yeah.
And I was just like, like that low key messes with you mentally because you're just like, well, I could have, like, why, why am I not taking that risk? But it just didn't fully align with everything that I was looking for.
Also, another thing that's really like helped me and I got from my mentor is like just talking to yourself in positive terms, like just showering yourself with sugar and like, hey, yes, I saw the setup. Okay, I didn't quite enter the market, but I'm happy and still pleased to be been able to have seen that this is where I would have entered the market if I was to enter the market, right? Just talk to yourself.
Nice.
Yes.
Start flirting with yourself.
Yes, exactly. Because this market will have you like, just doubting and just talking, all kinds of madness to yourself, but that doesn't help
Mm-mm. See, like right now, I think I would have already hit TP1
on your buy.
on my buy that I would have took right now if I was looking for a buy.
Mm. Where would you have taken it?
I would have entered at what price was this at? 25,842.
25,842. Well, on this order block here, or what time frame is that?
This is on the 1 hour.
1 hour? What
So
would
you
you
see,
be?
there's this order block right here at the 10 minute
10
at the
a.m.?
10 a.m. Yeah, so I made that into a breaker.
Got you. Right, right. So you're looking at this because it came back to it.
Yeah.
But the bodies, right?
Yeah, just like the body for the majority. The general area, but I see like that there was that there's it broke it traded into it and then the next candle came back, retested it, and then broke above. So now this big impulsive move to the downside, it just barely touched the body of it.
Mhm.
And then the next candle traded back into it, and now it's pushing up.
So you would have entered based on it pushing down in here and coming back up here.
Yeah,
And where would your entry be? Like just like once
right
it
there. Where
there?
25,840. Yep, like right there. And then I'd put my entry there and then I'd look for
Mhm.
50 points below, which
Yeah,
is 25,794 for me.
like 2794.
Wait, where's that on for you? Because I'm on TradingView, so I think it's a little bit different from I mean no, not TradingView. I'm on Top Step.
Yeah, top sub X.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different than TradingView.
Yeah, so you're saying like your entry would be somewhere here
Yeah,
and then stop
would be 50 points below it.
50 points. Okay. All right. And you'd be at what? 1 to 1 already?
I would have already hit 1 to 1, but I'm looking for that 1 to 2.
Got you.
And because of how price is moving right now, where it's just like I just see that it's just pushing up.
Hmm.
If I got into this at 3 o'clock when it happened, I probably would go into the 15 minute
Yeah.
and then where the 11 a.m. candle formed,
Yep.
I probably would move my stop loss right below that wick. So now I'm at 40 points
Got you. Instead of 50.
instead
After.
of 50.
Right, 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 right.
and then I'll just let it play out at that point, especially because it's already pushed so much. And
Hmm.
if it blows below that, then I know I'm probably wrong at that point. There's nothing else to it. If it doesn't, then we just see it play
Yeah,
out.
yeah. You gotta do, just gotta wait. Let the
Mm.
market do its thing.
But I probably wouldn't have taken any partials right now unless I had a 5 contracts on it.
And do you know how much it would have let you get in with your stop? 50, what would have been 2 contracts or three?
I would have gotten in with 3. So right
Mhm.
now at with 40, I'd be risking 240.
Mm.
240 and I'd be at about 240 in profit and then just the waiting game.
Yeah, just letting it do its thing.
And the new 15-minute candle is in 2 minutes. So
All right, let's mark these bitches out. I'm trying to get away from doing this internal liquidity, but like I'm just finding too much success with it, and I just like I'm just gonna leave it alone.
don't mess with it unless it's broken.
Yeah, exactly.
So now that you're like we've talked about, the lower time frame, like I'm looking at this 5-minute chart
Yeah,
and I see a bearish order block at the 5-minute.
this one right here, the 255.
Where are you?
Not bearish. That's not bearish. It's on this the far side.
240.
240, 240. Okay, this one right here.
Yeah, that one. So since you mentioned like, looking at the lower time frames, like I'm looking at that and I'm seeing how price is reacting at that area.
You
And
think you have been interested in that?
I'm keeping an eye on it. I don't think because of my initial like higher time frame bias,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be too like I would just keep an eye on it realistically because just like I'm seeing how price is reacting to it.
Hmm.
At this point, I really don't know what I would do. I would let FOMO kick in or if like, but this is good, like it's
Yeah,
it's good to
no,
talk about it and to
yeah,
see.
it's good. This the best way to learn. Just watch it. Hey, this is what I'm anticipating in price action now. Let me watch it and see what happens, right? With no attachment, no risk. The trade can't hurt you because you're not in it. You can't make any money because you're not in it. You're completely detached from the trade. I
Yeah.
think that's the best really way to like grow and get, familiarize yourself with your model and what you're looking for, really and truly. Since I did that, oh my God, like the growth has been like that. Like since I like
Tremendous.
I took the pressure off. I'm like, you know what? I don't care about making money because I know eventually once I get the skill, the money side will come. And I went, okay, I'm gonna tape read, I'm gonna demo trade until I answer all the unanswered questions that will come up as I'm trading. Until I get to the point I'm like, okay, well, there's no more questions, and I think I have majority 90% of all the answers of the questions that will come up. Okay, now I'm ready, right? Because even watching myself in trades now, I feel no type of way. I'm like a robot. Like, okay, this happened. All right, cool. I'm on to the next thing, like I'm not attached to the trades in any kind of way. That's
Yeah.
I love it, man. It's been a huge difference. Like if you go back and watch DJ from when I said, okay, I'm taking the pressure off. I'm just gonna watch price action because I used to trade the my accounts on here and stuff, and it was just like I wasn't at the point where I had a system, like a proper rule-based plan mechanical system. So
Yeah.
it's like I was still finding myself, and I was doing that with money attached, and that was not, that's not how you should do it.
Yeah, not a probably a good idea. It
Yeah,
makes sense though. Like I feel
yeah,
like that's where I'm at right now.
yeah, yeah, and that's why I say just forget the challenge. Forget it. I mean, you started it, so now finish it, all right? If you see it through, but like I'm not wishing that on you, but like if it goes and if it goes, don't put pressure on it. Just get back in the charts and
Keep grinding at the charts.
yep, yep,
Yeah,
100%.
it makes sense. Sense is being made.
Yeah, yeah. If it makes sense, it's gonna make dollars. But for that 5 minute, right? If you do the bodies, it doesn't come back into the body. So would that still have been something that would interest you, or would you include the wick in your
No, it's not the bodies, it's the wick.
Oh, it's the wick? Okay,
The
sorry.
wick is so when I get into trades, I'm looking for the wick. I'm not really looking for a body close or anything. Wait,
Got
what do
you.
you mean? Like, am I?
Like, would you like frame it based on the full body wick to wick, or just bodies on that 5 minute bearish shoulder block here?
I think on the 5 minute, I might go wick to wick
Wick
because
to wick.
it's not a lot. Like, it's only
Right,
14
right, right.
points.
It's a smaller time frame.
Yeah. So if it was like the 1 hour, like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. 200 points.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's why I like the high time frame, but to trade on it, oof, golly, that risk is just too much for me. I can't
Yeah.
take those risks. I cannot.
It needs to make sense for me. That's what it comes down to. Like, if like the using this 4 hour or no, is it 1 hour? This 1 hour breaker block, like it makes sense for me right now
Yeah,
because the only amount that I'd be risking would be 40, which is within my
your
risk.
risk tolerance. Right, 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 right.
Yeah, so but if it was anything different than that, then nah, I'm sitting on my hands.
So have you thought about, okay, getting into your point of interest in a higher time frame and then digging deeper to when price comes into it on the lower time frame and seeing if you can get a much better risk entry?
Oh, like a sniper entry?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, honest, I used to, but then the like I said, the trader that I got in with now, he
Yeah.
trades on like he gets in on the 1 hour. So that's what I've been looking at.
Yeah.
But looking at these t lower time frames, like I think the lowest I usually go is I mean
Mhm.
15 for entries,
Yeah.
but I still do see because even on the 15 minute, I do see like a order block that I could have gotten into even right now. Like it could have turned into a breaker very easily. And it would have given me a much better sniper entry as you consider it, like
Right.
so, the point is there. Gotta
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just something to, collect data on.
So how do you like when you collect data, like what does that entail?
So, first, I'm looking at what's my execution process, right? What am I looking to get into the market, right? So I collect data on what works. If I want liquidity, displacement, do I want to see a market structure shift? Do I need to see a fair value gap inside of that displacement leg or not? Like I'm just pretty much watching my setup and just analyzing it and seeing the similarities in all of them, if that makes sense. And then I extract the similarities and then I start paying attention to those things, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But first, you have to start somewhere, right? You have to I started with a procedure and process that I was looking for. And then as time has grown, it's obviously evolved, right? And I've saw more things in the market, been in the markets long enough to be like, oh, okay, I've seen this before. I like it. I'm gonna add it to my arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me right now, my in this session, my approach and trades are still a buy. So I'm still looking to be a buyer.
Still looking to be a buyer?
Yeah. Until we take this low down here, dealing range low, I'm gonna continue to look for buys.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I won't sell if it gives me the opportunity, because we're in a premium. Like I said, I'm waiting for it to at least drop into somewhat of a discount. but it doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. This buy here that you looked at is pretty nice. For me, I would have waited for it to hit the 1 hour thing here, giving me
Wait.
this 1 hour breaker block that you'll be looking at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I have drawn on here. On the
Mhm.
15 seconds, as you can see, it came into it, displaced higher, all right, gave you this fair value gap here. I would have been interested in that. That would have been a nice execution. So my entry would have been once obviously I seen that I respected the breaker block, as you'd call it, right? I
Mhm.
would have I would have waited for like a lower time frame confirmation, which would have been this fair value gap there. I would have entered there probably. If that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We better learn a lot from each other.
Yeah, we are. For sure, 100%.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I like when things make sense. That's it.
Yeah. Me too. Oh, trust me, me too.
So, like, what time does you finish?
PM session then it's about to end right now actually. Usually if I have a game because high school is done, normally I'll be getting ready to leave for my high school game. So though I'll usually be done at like 3:15. Just
Mm-hmm.
because I have a later game, I tend to stay a little bit later. So I'll be done at like 3:30. Really and truly, I'm gonna be done soon here. I
All right.
do I do a trade performance review and close out my day.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We on it tomorrow though.
Yeah, hell yeah. 9:15.
9:15 a.m.
No, kicking off.
What time do you usually get off at that point?
Or in the morning.
Yeah.
Usually if I've seen enough or if the market has offered me a decent amount of setups by 11, I'm done. But if not, I'll stay to like 11:30.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same,
yeah,
roughly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with the lunch session. Even though sometimes there's like nice clean setups in the lunch session, I just tend to leave that alone.
Makes sense.
But I watch it though. So let me walk you, since our day is done here, let me walk you
Mhm.
through my morning session trade or what I would have been looking for in the morning. I did trade, but I really was focused on the wrong thing. Like, which is fine, it's whatever. I give myself grace, but there's only so much you can give yourself grace sometimes, right? You gotta just whatever. It is what it is. Let it go. I let it go. So I came in, like I said, the first thing I do is I identified my field of play, okay, which is from 12 a.m. to current price action, which is 9:15 is usually when I'm here. Um,
So let me pause you real quick. Sorry.
yeah, are you good?
You start from 12 a.m. to
To no, I to for my dealing range, yeah. When I'm identifying my dealing range for the session for the day,
okay.
I will look at price from 12 a.m. to current price action, where I'm at in price. So 12 a.m. to current price action. I will note the lowest low and the highest high at the
Between that
time.
time.
Yeah, between that time. Lowest low and highest high, which was right here on the 9:15 candle was the highest high.
Yeah.
That's step one, right? And then step two, I'm waiting for one side to be taken. As you
Yeah.
can see, as soon as 9:30 kicked off, we shot up, we broke the dealing range to the buy side. So for me, in that session, I was looking for buys. Right? It's a buy program because we took the buy side of that. So even though I can trade the retracement trades, my main focus on the morning should have been the buys. But me being the technocrat, I'm trying to catch it coming down, going up, coming down, going up, type shit, which is not my main focus. But if I can do it, it's a skill that I want to learn how to do. So I'm trying to hone in on that. But that's not my main focus. So really and truly, I will adjust my dealing range as the 15-minute candle closes. So as the 9:30 candle closed, I would adjust it to here. and wait to see if it gives me a retracement trade into a continuation trade. Doesn't do that until about here, till about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 o'clock, we got a retracement trade back down into internal liquidity here. At that point, our dealing range will be up here. So right here, we're in internal liquidity. I'm waiting for an internal liquidity to get taken, to go back up, to take external liquidity, which would be the dealing range high. If all of this sounds gibberish, don't worry. You're going to get there. You're going to understand
Yeah.
all of this. You're going to get it. So this really my execution part, step 3. What am I looking for? I'm looking for liquidity to be taken, displacement, market structure shift, and my entries on the market structure shift. Let me delete this. My entries on the market structure shift that happens back above that key level. So this was the trade that I would have been in the session for.
So
Really.
that's like a change of character?
Yeah, you could call it that. Yep. Change of character, market structure shift. Yeah. Proper term is market structure shift, but you can call it a change of character. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I'm learning.
Yeah, nah, you get it, you get it. So then for me, target wise, I always use the law of the leg to where the market structure occurred. That is my range, and that's how I partial with the fibs. My
Mm,
stop always goes a little bit below the low, -1. It's a pro trend trade, pro session trade, so 40% is coming off, and I'm adjusting stop to 7.5, -2, 30% is coming off, and we're going to break even. So this, I'm making note of this, is the trade that I'm here for each and every day, is the continuation trade. Once I know that, hey, I'm in a buy program, I'm waiting for retracement to buy.
mm.
That's pretty much what I'm doing. And that would have been my day right there, done. After this trade, I don't really need to come for PM session. I just come because I'm addicted to the markets. And if because my model it gives me multiple opportunities, right? So if I can be in here for not too long and capitalize on the move and then be done for the day, I'll be in here, be
Yeah.
doing something else. But hold on, I'm gonna do a trade performance review with you here, and then we'll stick around after we're done here and talk a little bit, and I'll let you go. So, usually what I do is after I'm done with my session, I do a trade performance review, which is just answering 3 questions. What I did well today, going into the PM session, I'll say, I showed up, all right, I got 1% better. I gained experience, all right, learned lessons that I'll take into my next trading day, next trading sessions. All right, kind of got a better feel for what I'm looking for in price action. I got closer to my model, my procedures and protocols. All right, also didn't deviate from what I'm looking for in price, right? I didn't deviate from my procedures and protocols. So I'm happy with that. Where I fell short into PM session, um, I did show up Todd, I was a little late in my kickoff start, or I was supposed to start at 1:20, but I was here like 1:25 just because, I had to do the things that humans do, which is what's the shit. And, it took a while, right?
Yeah.
So I got to my desk a little bit later than I would have wanted to get to it. Chart wise, I don't feel like I fell short anywhere. Like I said, I stuck to my model, my procedures and protocols. All the trades that we observed or that said I would have gotten, I definitely would have gotten. And if it was a loss, it was a loss. I understand that that's the only thing promised to me. All right. As long as I'm managing the risk and I'm winning more than I'm losing, right? That's the most important thing for me. And last question, how I can improve for next day, next trading session is just keep showing up, all right? Keep seeking excellence in everything that I do. Keep sticking to my model, my procedures and protocols. And don't let short-term adversity, losses, series of losses, all right, deter me from what I got going on here. So yeah, solid day for me. All right, got closer to my model, my procedures and protocols, and really just became 1% better, really and truly just by showing up. So, DJ, you know what it is, what it is, what it isn't. I'm the trader here, signing out. Good luck, good trading, happy hunting. Hold on. Let me end the thing here. Bruv. I got a guest and just lost all senses of what I'm doing. All right.